Hey everybody, this is Shannon Schoolcraft with Keller Realty. Just wanted to give everyone a tour of my listing here at 189 South Jefferson Street in Martinsville, Indiana. So first of all, before we go inside, I do want to show everyone how the exterior of this home looks. It's been completely redone inside and out, not to mention this retaining wall. This house is just huge. Taking a look at the exterior here, you can see it just goes on and on. There's nearly 3,200 square feet in this house. Has a new exterior brick facing along the foundation. And you've got a wraparound porch that goes on and on. Actually, there's 180 feet of wraparound porch. This house was built in 1865. And back then, of course, no one really had garages, but this house has had a garage added on at some point. It's a nice two-car garage. Back here, access via the alley. But just take a look at how huge this house is. It's a beautiful home, been completely refurbished, directly across from the Morgan County Public Library, and you are just 2 blocks from the Martinsville downtown square that's been revitalized. We've got a lot of new businesses and things there. So you can take a look here at the exterior. The spindles on this porch were replicated by the Amish. A lot of them were original, some of them are replicated. Everything about this house has been totally redone, refurbished rather. They wanted to maintain the integrity of the home with all of its original details. So as we pan through here, go up the steps. The siding on this house is actually original siding. The house was built in 1865. The owners of this home hand sanded all of the siding to maintain the integrity of the home. You got a nice double window here that opens. There's 2 panels, one opening on the interior, one opening on the exterior. And then, as I mentioned, we've got the wraparound porch that goes on and on. Beautiful magnolia tree, which was in bloom, but it's kind of past its prime right now. We did recently have about 6 inches or so of rain, and we have not had any wetness in the basement here, which I will show you in a little bit. This is the original door. We're entering here into the living room, which is a grand living room. As I mentioned, everything about this house has been refurbished to maintain the integrity of the original 1865 home. This was not just a gut and redo, throw up all new stuff. It was meticulously maintained and refurbished, and they went to great lengths to keep every single detail that they could. The original registers, copper registers, original floors. These fireplaces do have gas lines ran to them, so if you wanted to have a gas fireplace, you could do that. This here is the dining room. I just love the detail of the tile on this, and that's the original steel frame of that fireplace. That thing is old. Everything in here is, like I said, refurbished and original. This is your dining area. You have an exterior door here, which you have a view of the porch. This house sits on the corner of Jefferson Street and Columbus, which is actually on the parade route when we have a Morgan County parade in the fall. Here are some pictures of the original home. This one here was from back in the day. This one here was from probably about 10 years ago. The owners have worked on this home for about 7 or 8 years. They went to great length to do it right. They didn't just rush through. The house actually has full insulation, blown-in insulation throughout the house, and it has new windows. I do want to pay attention to this detail here. This is a copy of what they found behind some wallpaper upstairs, dated 1893. The person who hung the drywall signed the wall, so whoever owns this house gets that. I do also want to show you these bifold doors. These doors, and right here, great copper detail on the hinges, which you will see throughout the whole house. But this bifold door will close off that section if you wanted. And again, just beautiful. check out the height of these doors throughout the house. This room here is considered a master or primary bedroom, which is on the main level. We also have one on the upper level. You've got your full bathroom suite here, all new tile and everything. As I mentioned, we do have new windows throughout the house. The house does still have the original rope pulleys, so that you've got the characteristics of the old and the new. Here's the beautiful kitchen. Amish built cabinets, a little eating area. Who wouldn't love this kitchen? It is just amazing in here. You've got a lot of space, quartz countertops, copper sink, microwave, wine cooler. And then you've also got a backsplash here. The copper backsplash is from Turkey. Right off the kitchen is a half bath, and it's the laundry room. You've got tile floor in here, nice cabinet space, and then your laundry area here. Now I do want to show you the basement since we're over here before we go upstairs. As I mentioned, we've had about 6 inches of rain here in the Martinsville, Morgan County area, and we have not had any water in this basement. The sellers did right with this house with sealing everything up. We have new concrete floor here in the basement. It has a perimeter drain around the edges, so we do not have any water. As I mentioned, there is no water down here. We've had a lot of rain. A lot of the rural areas have had flooding. This place has no rain. I'm going to show you in the crawl space even. There will be no inspection surprises with this house. It is dry as a bone down here. You can see the blown-in insulation possibly over there on the wall, which we have throughout the house. That's actually the foam insulation, but there is blown-in insulation in the walls in the house. So let's head on up to the other areas. All new mechanicals throughout. As you can see, water heater, water softener, plumbing, electric, all of that stuff is new. Epoxy floor here in the garage, 2-car garage with extra storage at the top. And then here we go. This house would make a wonderful home for anyone. As I mentioned, it is just 2 blocks away from the Martinsville downtown square. So therefore, it could be a great location for a business, whether it be a bed and breakfast or tea room, antique shop, office space. With the 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, you're gonna have a lot of space for offices, conference rooms, and so forth. If you chose that for this location, listen to the stairs. They do not squeak. You don't hear that in the old houses. So here we are upstairs. As I mentioned, there's 1 primary bedroom downstairs. This is the full bath up here with a clawfoot tub. We have 2 other bedrooms plus another primary suite up here. High ceilings, great stained glass up there, exposed brick on the chimney. And then in that closet there, you do have access to the attic, which is a 3rd level. It's just a little scuttle hole, but if someone wanted to build a staircase somehow somewhere, it is full height and you could have a full level area up there. Bedroom number 2 upstairs, across from the library. You have a shelf area here for whatever you want to put up there. And then here's the primary suite upstairs. Again, stained glass, Beautiful doors, original copper hinges on every single door. And then here is the primary bathroom. You have soft closed drawers and doors. Tile floor. Nice vanity. Lots of space up here in this bathroom. And then you also have a beautiful tile shower. And this is a walk-in closet that they added here. It was just unused space. They opened it up so you have this area, which is awesome because you don't see that in older homes. So just wanted to give everybody a tour of this beautiful house in downtown Martinsville, Indiana. And I would love to show it to you in person if you are interested in having a tour. Let me know. My number is 765-346-2550.